after months and months of waiting for our truck to get back, we finally got her back. And check it out. Look at this. Finally. And you remember the damage that was done. Look at this. You can't even tell that anything happened to it now. And the wheel was turned in, so you couldn't straighten the wheel out. But we finally got her back. I want to give a huge shout out to Omega Collision, because these guys did a great job, and they even did certain things to the truck that wasn't done right from the other place that we had went to. Man, huge shout out to Collision. Huge shout out to Omega Collision, and thank you so much for giving us our truck back. Now we can go back to doing what we do best.
What's that?
Working and taking the kids to the doctors and so on and so forth. Hope you're having a great day today. I got my wife and my boys. Hi. Cody, Tony, and Manny. Hi. We were out one day doing our side hustle.
Girl, you must be a rock star.
The brother's walking on the Aquarius. Hey, brother, you get nosebleeds way up there? Maybe.
When we came up on this park, and the crazy thing about this park is that it also has a cemetery. We're gonna go take a look at it and see what we can find out about it, and it all starts now. Huh? This is the Griffin family.
Griffin Family for a 300-acre purchase by the Griffins in 1896.
Family farmed corn, cotton, wheat, oats, and raised cattle. It's the first burial occurred in the 1900s. The land was sold in 1941 to the Papp Family Cemetery, retained by the Griffins. 12 family members buried in the cemetery. And this was established in 1994. Why would anybody want to put their family in a place like this? Is beyond me. I mean, if you look around here, you'll see that this is really a park. Even got the little kids park over there. And you have this cemetery right here. Now, I know I can't go inside the cemetery because it's all gated in. However, I'm going to try to do a small spirit box session using my Deadwave app. And let's see, just out of curiosity, if anyone comes through. Is that gate locked?
Maybe this is what they put the sign up for. Huh?
But I want to see if maybe this gate is locked.
They got a chain on it?
Not really.
Probably won't.
But yeah, I ain't gonna mess with it. We'll go around to the front of it again. Yeah, because it's weird how they got this. What'd you say?
I said interesting.
Mm-hmm. That is weird to have a children's playground right there. And then you have a cemetery right here. Here's something else that's interesting. This person right here, Chris Griffin. Is it possible that he's still alive?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
At his birthday, 1889. And if he's still alive, and this is 2023, he will be pretty doggone old.
Well, that's when he died.
Yikes.
It is said that slavery started in America in 1619, and the beginning of the end of slavery took place after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, which took effect on January 1st, 1863. However, this only freed the slaves that were part of the Confederacy, and not the states that still had slavery that were loyal to the Union. It took an amendment to the Constitution known as the 13th Amendment, which was ratified on December 6, 1865, which abolished all slavery throughout the United States. This took place 8 months after the Civil War ended. As I mentioned earlier, the Emancipation Proclamation took effect on January 1st, 1863, which freed all the slaves that were part of the Confederate States. However, Texas and slave owners kept that news to themselves for 2.5 years, while their slaves were busy working, not knowing that they were free. So, on June 19, 1865, Union Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas with 2,000 troops and a message saying that all slaves were free in the state of Texas. This historical event is known as Juneteenth. On July 9, 1868, the 14th Amendment was ratified, giving citizenship to African Americans that were born into slavery. And on February 3, 1870, the 15th Amendment was ratified, giving African American men the right to vote. We're going to be talking about the Griffin family. Now, the significance of these families is that they were once slaves, and they owned land on the northeast side of San Antonio. What's really interesting about these families is that they had a little community on their piece of land that consisted of a school, a church, and a cemetery for African American people that lived around the area during that time.
The common area here, the park area, is owned by the homeowners association. So the maintenance and the grooming of the grounds is done by volunteers. They do have a commercial maintenance company, landscape maintenance company. Horace's grave, Horace Griffin, the gentleman who was the teamster, his grave is here, and then his sons and his wife and family. The names that I had seen on the census began to, pop up, reappear. And I said, well, Melanie, who are the Hockleys and she said, oh, those are our cousins. And so then the light bulb went up in my head that there had to be 3 settlements of black folks out here, not just one. And that each group had a cemetery. And then once I had the names of folks in the extended family, I began to find land records where they set aside land for churches, they set aside land for a school, and the one far north, the description, they called it a Negro graveyard. The description in writing, in text, actually shows up in the deed.
Does anybody here like to talk to us? What is your name? Chris? Did you just say Chris? Go? I'm here out of love and light. We mean no disrespect to you. Do you mind being here? Why? Because I was curious. Do you mind them making this into a park? Chris, did you come through? So Chris, are you buried here? No? It sounded like I also heard no. Do you mind us being here? Are you at rest? These are my boys, Tony and Manny. Do you mind them being here? Oh, come Do you mind us being here? I know I've asked that before. Do you mind other people coming here to eat lunch while you're laying here? Well, I thank you for coming through if you did. You can't follow us home or you'll have to pay rent. God bless you. I wish you a peaceful journey. And again, I meant no disrespect to you. Still find it weird to have a cemetery right here. I and my wife just found this park to be really interesting because I'm quite sure it was made by the city, of course, as a dedication to the family, but just kind of weird. Tell me in the comments what you think. Well, that's going to do it for yours truly. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I want to give a shout out to SACAM and to SA Explorer. Make sure you go by and check both of them out. That way you can watch the full story on not just this family, but 2 other families as well that's buried here in San Antonio. And we may also go and visit those families too. Let me know in the comments below if you think we should. And I'll also hope that you like the way I revamped this, because what I want to do is start going into more detail about who the person was or people were, and try to do a little history. So I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. And my shout out is to you. I want to thank you so much for waiting and bearing, when we're going to come back. And I do wholeheartedly apologize for that. But now we're back, and we should be here every week with something different. And my final view is this, and that is, I want to thank you and let you know that we still love you, and I hope you can forgive us. You guys are so wonderful. It's because of you that we do what we do. And I know I haven't been out there. It's because I've had to work so much, and we've had the things happen with our car, or make that truck rather, and then the add insult to injury, which I didn't even get a chance to tell you, our insurance company was looking for the wrong part, which was why it took so long for us to get our truck back. And when they found out the right part, it was in stock. Go figure. Nice insurance company. But a huge shout out again to Omega. You guys are fantastic. No wonder you're 5-star. So what's your story? I want to thank you so much for being here and coming by. If you like what we do, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we love to have you as part of our family. We really do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for future videos. I have this from Pink as my salute to breast cancer awareness. And share our videos. We really appreciate that too. Share them, especially in the Facebook community of the paranormal. Share our videos, because we love those guys on Facebook. Go by Facebook and show some love to the community, especially the paranormal community, whether it's Hardcore Paranormal, Unity Network, whoever it is. Go by, show some love, and tell them that Eddie and Jen sent you. So again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you are so, so wonderful. And until next time we meet again,
Stay blessed.